Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have three topics for you. The first one is about the protests that Polish farmers will be escalating because, as you know, we already have some Polish farmers protest going on, but this will be on a much larger scale. So this is the first topic I will be bringing to you. The second one is about what is the solution to the food industry. Well, stay tuned to discover this with me. And the last one is how the Polish citizens at this current moment are feeling about the new government of our new/old Prime Minister Donald Tusk. A very interesting survey has been done with quite interesting results. So I'm gonna bring this to you. And I will end this video with something that I think I will start implementing from now on. And I would like you to leave this in the comments down below if you're okay with this. I want to pick up some comments that you leave under my videos, and I want to read them and highlight them to you to acknowledge some of those comments. Today I have two of the comments that I picked up to share with you. So, like, let's say comments of the day. But my first thought here is this. You know, I was thinking about the leaders, so-called leaders that we have in the world right now. And a strange, maybe, comparison came to me. Those of you who live in the United States, you know there is a store called Staples. It's a store where you go to get the equipment, products for the office, including stickers. And I feel like so many of those people who are in the high rank positions, they feel to me like they just went to Staples, they pick up the stickers with the different names on it, and they just attach it to themselves. You know, president sticker, prime minister sticker, whatever other sticker. And they are parading with those stickers all around the world, trying to make other people believe that this is who they are. And they just got those stickers from a certain place. That's how I feel about it. But this is actually a very good spot here. I have a little desk to bring you the news. Okay, so let's start with the situation with protests of Polish farmers. This article, as always, will be attached down below the video in the description box. Will the whole Poland be stuck in traffic jams? It can be very hot. Farmers gave a date. So it looks like this month of February will be the month when Polish farmers are going full steam ahead, as they did in many other countries in Europe already. As you know, hardly any media is reporting on this. What was taking place, especially yesterday in the last 48 hours, in Brussels, where, by the way, is the European Union Parliament in Belgium. A wave of agricultural indignation is sweeping across Europe. Dozens of tractors have been blocking the streets in Brussels for several days, but similar images can be seen in Germany and France. Poland will also stand. Farmers have already announced, this is about Polish farmers, have already announced the date of the big mass action. They reveal what their protest will look like. February is going to be hot. Polish farmers are already calling for a big protest. First of all, the recent decision of the European Commission to extend duty-free trade in agricultural goods with Ukraine. It is expected to apply until June 2025. I mean, in the country, the issue of Ukraine grain has already caused enormous anger and blockades last year. Recently, farmers have been obstructing access to the border crossing in the Subcarpathian region, causing a traffic jams of lorries for 150 kilometers. Few months ago, I was informing you about those blockades at the border and those protests. I hope you remember that. This is different scale of the protest now. Our patience, this is a quote from, who is he? He is an activist of the independent self-governing trade union of individual farmers that's called Solidarity, and he says this: our patience has run out. Brussels' position on trade with Ukraine on the last day of January 2024 is unacceptable to our entire farming community. Now, what this is going to look like in Poland? Farmers want to start a protest on February 9th until 10th. So for those 2 days, that's what they say, they're gonna start, either 9th or 10th. Initially, it will last 30 days, for a month. They are going to block entire country, entire Poland. Their main target will again be border crossing with Ukraine, but also roads and highways in all, the word I always have trouble pronouncing, wojewodyships, województwa. Polish, much easier for me. There are more issues that raise opposition from farmers. Like their colleagues in the West, they do not agree with the solutions introduced as a part of the European Green Deal. The protesters believe that under the guise of environmental protection regulations, the European Union imposes restrictive standards on them. The farmers accuse the Polish authorities of being passive in this matter. And here is the quote from the same person who I just quoted: there is no consent to implement the European Green Deal. The EU farm to fork strategy and the EU common agricultural policy in its proposed form. The Polish government must have a clear plan for agricultural production and production profitability, reconstructions of Polish processing and Polish trade as well. We will fight for this until we succeed. We read in the statement of Agricultural Solidarność. Now, the same movement of farmers appeals to all farmers to join the action. Special coordinators have been already appointed. Farmers are calling on internet forums to take part in this protest. They convince themselves that these actions are right. Yes, I believe they are right. It's not just they convince themselves. Now he's saying also we are fighting for our common good, which is to protect Polish family farms, often multi-generational farms, from collapse and bankruptcy. I stand with the farmers all around the world, not just in Europe, because we know no food, no us, right? However, meanwhile, a large insect plant is almost completed. Yes, everyone. Eat the bugs. You know who said it. In just a few weeks, the production of an alternative protein from insects will be launched. This is the largest investment of this type in Poland. HiProMines, this is the name, HiProMine. HiProMines plant in Karkoszów, that is a place near Gorzów Wielkopolski, already has an occupancy permit. This is the last stage of work. Currently, the installation of technology, including equipment that is necessary to start production, is underway. The plant will be adapted to large-scale insect farming, which will be used to produce alternative protein as a feed ingredient for dog and cat food. I mean, are you sure just for dog and cat food? An organic fertilizer. Guys, I mean, it's happening, okay? This is like for real. This is happening. Our plant is distinguished by advanced technology, which is unique on a European scale, says the director of HiProMine plant, Rafał Szczelina. More from him. Modern technological solutions are used in various areas, from production lines throughout warehouses to production management system. The introduction of these innovations is a response to the growing market expectations. Yeah, those bars, you know, the bars made of the bugs, you can buy them on Amazon, apparently. to the growing market expectations for the production of alternative proteins. The demand is huge, he says, and we want to become the leader in the industry. Maybe I should put the title of this video, Poland, a bug leader. Or leader of the bugs? I don't know. I'm laughing, but this is guys, this is so bad. This is so bad. How low one can go, right? There is no such a plant in Poland where insect protein will be produced on a large scale. This is the first place of its kind in the country. Future employees of the plant are currently undergoing training. And then I think they have to take antidepressants after they finish the shifts. My opinion. Hypromine currently operates in Robakowo. Wow, you know what robak means in Polish? A bug. This is such an irony. Robakowo. It's the place, if you translate, it's like the city of bugs. Robakowo near Poznań. There the company expanded the genetic center. On the other hand, the plant in Karkoszów, the one that I just talked about, will follow primarily on production. With the new location, the company wants to increase it 40 times, 40. Yes, you heard this correctly. Now, let's go to the last topic, which is the latest poll that has been done about how Polish people feel about the new government after 2 months of its presence. It's a very interesting survey because this is also addressing the emotional state of Poles. How they actually feel. Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they, aggravated? So, let me read you. What do Poles feel now? This is the title. After 2 months of Tusk, Donald Tusk, the new / old Prime Minister of Poland, of Tusk role, we do not feel safe. This is already in the title of this article. The Center for Public Opinion Research, CBOS, has examined the mood of Poles less than 2 months after the government of Donald Tusk was sworn in. 42% of them feel nervous about the situation in Poland. The greatest satisfaction is felt by the voters of the Civic Coalition, which is 37%. So, all of those who were voting for Tusk, right? So 42 is nervous, 37 greatest satisfaction, the least by the voters of Confederation, that's another party, 5%. In this survey, citizens were asked about their emotions in reaction to the current situation in Poland. The subject, it was reported, choose from a list of 15 feelings. So, thank God we are still human beings and we have feelings. So let me tell you what those feelings are. After eating the bugs, we might not have any feelings, you know that. So, being irritated and impatient, 42%, that's how they feel about this new government. Fear, anxiety, apprehension, 40%. Shame and embarrassment, 36%. Helpless and powerless also was indicated and felt by 31%. Anger and rage, 26%. Depression, sadness, grief, 22%. Weariness, 21%. Surprise and astonishment, 25%. This could be both sides, Happiness and satisfaction, 18%. Relief, 16%. And humiliation, 9%. So here I want to close this topic with something that some of you know me by now. I'm not just into politics, okay? I have interest in other subjects, other topics. Every human emotion can actually be measured. There is an emotional scale. You can measure it. There is a science. Stephen Hawking, I think, was it Hawking's scale? I will attach the link down below. What it means in reality is that this is the frequency. Your emotions create frequency, which is the representation of energy. So when we are stressed, fearful, depressed, anxious, etc., or when we feel shame and embarrassment, it's a very, very low frequency, especially depression. If you at least are hopeful, you already go up. which means you feel more empowered in taking charge of your own life and making some changes. So look where the nation is right now, energetically. And they feed on this. They literally feed on this. The bugs and the low emotions. Yes, they do. Okay. It's important. I know some of you just come here for the news, but this is actually how this universe is run. Energy is everything, not just oil and gas. We are the biggest vessel of energy. Now, let me tell you 2 comments I've picked up from yesterday's video. The first one, and I give credit to Zion Lion, very cool name. This is from February 1st, from my video yesterday, when I was talking about this Bandera pillow that was sold in one of Polish stores, Empik. And I don't know if it's a man or woman. I feel it's a woman, but if it's a man, you can put down below. A Bandera pillow? What's next? A Hitler blanket? Swastika print pajamas? I love you. I actually love you for this comment. I agree with you. How far they will go, God only knows. Next time we're gonna have Hitler blanket or something else. And the second comment is from Ronald Kulas, 5748, who says, 10 years ago, I viewed Russia as a former enemy and a fairly weak nation. Now, my view of Russia is that it is the most moral nation on this planet and a very strong nation. Now, my view of Russia is... Yes, I repeated this. Ironically, I used to think Poland was an incredibly moral nation. Now it is wandering in the desert, completely lost. And here, I agree with you as well. Thank you so much for your comment, and thank you everyone who's leaving the comments underneath my videos. I think from now on I will be doing something like this, reading you the comments that I pick up from the day. As always, the links to the articles I will attach down below this video in the description box, as well as my locals page. Please join me there, just in case, you never know. Also my mailing list, Instagram, where you can follow all of my travels, coming soon. And buy me a coffee. Thank you so much for all your donations and your super chats and super thanks and everything of that nature. There is Rumble as well. And with this, have a great day, guys. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity from the bugs.